Ryan Melrose. Today I'm doing this comic video outside. It's actually important that if you're a content creator of any kind, whether it's comic artist, whether it's blogging or you're a landscape artist, it's actually good to get out of your studio, go out, interact with the world around you, because it's a great way to get inspiration. You can find out different buildings you can use in your backdrops, older buildings, whatever you're into, whatever kind of comic you're doing, whatever kind of landscape artist you're doing, or whatever you're writing about. It's always good to interact with the world. In fact, I'm looking into getting into more traveling so I can see more sceneries and do the same thing. But today, just for today, we're gonna look around my neighborhood and see if I can find any interesting sights or whatnot. Alright, so you guys basically be spending the day with me, and let's get out there and see some sights. Go around and you find these sceneries and take photos and whatnot, and when you, if you're landscape painting and use for inspiration in your landscape painting, or if you're a comic artist like myself, you don't want to draw these things 100% accurate, because if the person who owns that property sees it, you could looking at potential legal ramifications. But you can definitely use the shape and structure of the building, if it's a building, but make some changes to it. Change the color of the roof, make it more run down, or make it look better in the drawing if you can, or shinier or lighter, I guess you could say. Just to avoid any legal ramifications. Our first stop, this old rundown house. As you can see, it's been boarded up, so no one's living in there at the moment currently. But just have a quick look at this. This would be perfect if you're doing, say, this could be a house where your bad guys are hiding out. Could even be the home of a nasty monster, or anything really. Whatever your imagination, says it can be. This would be, and I reckon this would be really good for my comic. Oh dear. So as you can see, no one living here. It's all boarded up. No way out, unless of course you jump the fence, which no way that's happening. So yeah, looks old, looks a bit run down. With a bit of imagination, if I wanted to look more run down and like something bad's happening, that's all up to my imagination. We've got a pretty basic structure. Yeah. You see, guys, you're gonna find inspiration. And check out this bit of scenery here. Oh, look at these textures I can use. I could have a character who's sort of walking down here from my Chase Hoodlands comic, and I could have Chase Hoodlands, hiding amongst one of these trees, watching his victim. I reckon that would look pretty cool. I'd have fun drawing, all these rocks and having all these bits of plants and things growing out of them and things like that. I reckon that would look really, really cool. Okay, I had to get a shot of that. That looks pretty cool too. But yeah, see what I mean? And so there's a lot of different things we can use. Walking up this hill never gets old. Who says a comic artist doesn't work hard? Honestly. You guys who just sit around trolling, telling people that comic artists don't work hard, that all they do is sit in a studio and draw, think again. Approaching one of my favorite spots to visit when I go out for my walks and all that. This little spot up here, it's basically where I come, where I want to be alone, with my thoughts and think up ideas and strategize on how I can get to point A to point B in my goals, and even meditate. And there's a pretty awesome view up here. Let's check it out. because there's usually really no one here, and basically I can just go over what I'm doing, talk about my day, what I've learnt from my day, talk about my experiences, and I can also like sit up on this bench top, do a bit of meditating. I like coming here late in the afternoon because you can usually see like the bats flying in and hanging up on those trees, so it's actually pretty cool. Now I actually used to be really terrified of bats until I started doing this. I got over my I guess my fear of bats. You know, every time bats would fly over me I used to get really startled. But now sort of going up close and seeing them flying over the trees and watching them pick their spots and taking their nap, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, now this is what I wanted to show you. This view up here. You know, you'll see why I like it up here. Every time I come up here, I like to get up here, get up this close, and just take a look at this view. Let's have a look. Wow, eh? Alright, we'll zoom in a bit, get a bit of a better look. But you know, oh, mate, look. Now look at all this I could use as a backdrop for his comic, like an establishing shot or something, you know. Meanwhile, on this side of town, the bad guy took a break. You know, whatever I'm doing. It's pretty cool. Or we could go to, say, where that fence is there, we could have like two people like standing right over there interacting. You know, there's all sorts of different spots and backdrops you can use if you just go out there and find them. Honestly, guys, I mean, it's cool drawing things straight out of your head and into a studio, but it's a lot more rewarding if you go out there and get yourself these sceneries. Honestly. Alright, moving on. Point in the near future, I'm actually going to be looking into traveling, like I said. I'm actually planning a bit of a 3-hour train ride up to Landsborough because I want to see some more country stuff, because my current webcomic projects that I'm working on, Chase Hoodlands, it's a horror webcomic, and the whole scenery is basically set in a more country, mountain type town, and I think that's actually the perfect place because it's actually near the Glasshouse Mountains. I might be able to find a good vantage point where I can get a really awesome view and just really get some shot at some awesome buildings, awesome scenery, and you know what? And I get to go hiking, which is something I've been really putting off to do because I used to really love going out hiking, but ever since I've become busier, I've just been putting it off, and now I'm just no longer stopping myself. I like this little alleyway here. Looks pretty cool. Lots of different things I can use a scenery like this for. Walking through here, but I really want to get this shot here of this path. So bear with me, we'll do this quickly and get out of here. This little spot, same basic thing. Now, there's a lot you can do with that. You know, you can even write about this in your blog. Just looks very artistic, and as a comic creator I can definitely use this in something. Now check this spot out. Now I'm pretty sure this is where the scouts meet up, and with a bit of imagination, if I'm drawing a scenery like this and using buildings like this, we've suddenly got the Stonyville campsite for the Chase Hoodlands horror comic. You know, where our would-be campers hang out, have a bit of fun, unknowing that a supernatural killer is watching their every move. Here's a little side hobby of mine. Graffiti tags. Well, not really a graffiti tag, like this bit of graffiti we're looking at is actually quite artistic looking. Someone did actually a really good job. In fact, that might actually be a mural. It actually might be a mural. And sometimes I do like looking at things like that. I like looking at art in any form. I don't like, however, like when someone goes onto park benches and carves, you know, silly tags and things like that, because that's not art, that's being a vandal. But that's my opinion though. Oh look, got a tennis court here too. Well, you just never know when someday I might do a scene where two characters are playing tennis. I mean look at Death Note, you know, when Light Yagami and L play tennis. Now that was one intense tennis match. I suspect you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira. You're Kira. Kira. Deep and spreading darkness, a revolution I'm starting today. Evil is a flower that can sprout from good intentions too. And everything that happens from now on, every change will come to stay. And I won't let anyone interfere with what I'll do. Get in my way. Death Note theme is the best. Those words I was just singing are wrong. That's just one English translation I looked up for the theme song, and I still think I got some of those words wrong too, but who cares? I'm having fun. You won't tell. It's just us. Alright, on the final side, I actually saw this yesterday while I was out skateboarding. One thing I like about skateboarding, you always find things in your area you never knew were here. Like, I've been living here nearly 5 years now. Actually more than that, nearly 6 years. And I had no idea this substation was even here. Look at that. Now you can imagine, you know, what kind of backdrop I could use, you know, for my comics here, looking at this. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking cool. Wondering, why aren't I just going on the internet and getting these sceneries? Isn't that what most people do? Well, my answer to that is, where's the fun in that? The problem is with getting sceneries on the internet is that you have no control on the angles and trajectories you want to set up the picture, because you can't really see everything. But if you go out there and get the scenery yourself, you can, you know, for example, you can take photos of a building of all sorts of different angles and use it for many different things. And it's actually a lot more satisfying and also confidence building going out there and just getting it yourself. Well, anyway, this is about all we got time for, because this battery is actually about to die out on me. Please like, comment, subscribe, definitely smash that like button, share this video with your friends, especially if they're content creators also, and I'll see you next time I upload a video. And let me know on the poll if you actually would like me to do a video when I take my Landsborough trip and take sceneries up there. Let me know if you want to see that, because there might be some really cool behind the scenes footage from the webcomic content that I do. Anyway, see you later.